Peace, peace. Real Ali. Give me 1 minute, y'all. Shit look kind of messy. Yeah. Peace to everybody. Greetings. Good afternoon. Happy Friday. I'm just tapping in. It's been a minute since I've done an Instagram live. I'm actually off the internet shit until January. But I decided to come and join. What you mean what do that chain mean? Look at that. That's Heru right there. On a motherfucking solar boat. You know what I'm talking about? That chain mean life after death. So I'm tapping in. We gonna chop it up for a few. I might even have somebody or join me and whatnot. I am practicing. I don't know what to call it, but I'm kind of unplugged. Like I put my show on hiatus. You feel me? I put my YouTube show on hiatus. And I really haven't been doing lives and shit like that. I'm just basically ending the fiscal year, doing a lot of work off of the camera. You know what I'm saying? Doing a lot of work off of the camera, doing some shadow work, doing some business work, tying up a lot of things that I have on the table and whatnot. I don't know if people understand how busy, life gets when you have a lot of things that you're juggling. You feel me? So, 2021 has been a dynamic year on many, many levels for many people. It's been an eye-opening year. It's basically been a continuation of 2020 in terms of the veil being lifted or things being revealed. 2021 goes down as the year of exposure. I titled 2021 21 Savage right at the end of 2020 because I had a good feeling that this would be a very savage year. And it's been proven to be that. There's been a lot of savagery taking place on all levels by all peoples. Yes, the year of the dog, my niggas. And, as a result of that, I just was like, you know what? Let me just finish this year out on a high note. You feel me? Let me end this fiscal year out on a high note. Let me tap out, you know what I'm saying? And not tap out in a negative way. Sometimes you just got to know when to fall back in the year. And I said to myself, this is definitely time to dig in. The solstice, the winter solstice is next week, right? The winter solstice is next week. So now it is really time for me to start to hibernate and begin to go a little bit within myself. We all have a little bit of work to do, and we all have a little bit of cleaning up to do. All right. Shout out to everybody pulling up in the chat and whatnot. I see everyone. All right. There's some legends in the building. Shout out to the master investor. There's some icons in the building. Many of us have sat back in the year of 2021, and we have all collectively witnessed a lot of things taking place in our society, right? Yes, I appreciate you very much too, sir. And we've seen a lot of our people winning. We've seen some of our people take some huge L's this year, but for the most part, we have all been in class. What do you mean, Brother Red? What I mean is 2021 has almost been an ongoing lesson for those of us who are willing to really sit back and learn and pay attention to what we've been seeing and whatnot. We learned in the year of 2021 that the willpower of some of our people is not as strong as we thought it was. But we've also learned in the calendar year of 2021 that the willpower of some of our people are stronger than we actually thought. I was giving certain people too much credit, and I was giving other people not that much credit. And going into, the end of this fiscal year, I have to really, that's why I'm not really doing the YouTube right now. That's why I'm not really doing Instagram right now, because I'm taking some time to evaluate everything that took place in the calendar year. Because, Obashi, what up? The minute 2022 comes, you might be so overloaded with what's about to happen in 2022, you're not going to have enough time to reflect on the gifts that 2021 has been able to provide you. Like I said, it's 21 Savage, but 21 Savage in a good way, because everything that I personally witnessed this year opened up my eyes in a good way, and it allowed me to reevaluate, recalibrate, and really pay attention to shit that I wasn't paying attention to. So we are all in a better place. I promise you. I don't want nobody to exit this calendar year beating up on themselves. I don't want anybody exiting this calendar year comparing themselves to anybody else. The people that you see that are out here putting up points and that are winning, you wasn't with them when they were shooting in the gym. They've been shooting in the gym for a very long time. There's no mistakes in this universe. The universe is conspiring for everybody to win. You feel me? Especially if you signed up to play the motherfucking game. But you cannot compare yourself against somebody who you wasn't in the gym shooting with. You can't compare yourself against somebody who you just found out about, but these motherfuckers been cooking for damn near a decade and whatnot. You know what I mean? What you should be doing is align yourself with the information that individual or those individuals are providing. If it resonates with you, and if it doesn't resonate with you, then you could continue watching like everybody else is. You feel me? We had a lot of scandals in the community take place this year. This is the year of exposure. So a lot of shit that was in the dark came to the light and whatnot. Once again, a learning lesson, because you could sit back and wallow in the L's that these niggas are taking on YouTube and in this community. You could sit back and enjoy it, but I'm sitting back and I'm learning from the mistakes that they have made to make sure I don't ever in my life get caught up like that. And I'm speaking all the way from the rape charges to the affiliations, right? The niggas that be standing next to these niggas, to the people who jumped out the window and started this whole circus. You know what I mean? It was a fucking circus for like 3 months on the internet, just based off of your boy Polite or No Light getting locked up and whatnot. It was a whole fucking it was a whole peanut gallery that popped up out as a result of that. Shout out to Shaka Bars in the building. So I saw the peanut gallery, hop out the window, but they hopped out the window with a noose around their necks. So if anybody could follow that, when you hop out the window with a noose around your neck, nigga, you're hanging from the motherfucking castle. You know what I'm talking about? They got niggas hanging from project buildings. NYCHA. You dig what I'm saying? And the people who hopped out the window and hung themselves, that's another lesson learned. Stop hopping out the motherfucking window, right? Stop hopping out the window and stop taking somebody else's, when somebody else's fall down, you can't build a career off of a nigga falling down, right? Which a whole bunch of people in this janky ass conscious community, you feel me, attempted to do. Yeah, sun is mad dusty. No, he emits no type of light whatsoever. Let's be clear. Go from ashy to classy. How you go from classy to ashy? That's my $1 million question. But that's a whole nother situation that we'll deal with another time. You know what I'm talking about? For the people who hopped out the window, right? Where are they now? All of the peanut gallery, everybody that try to make their name off of somebody else's demise, where are they now? Everybody that told the people out there, because, you know, we still have to say something because, you know, people are still soliciting the people. These niggas are not just popping up they out here still soliciting the people and whatnot. And we live in a day and time where your attention is your economy. Your attention, right? The attention that you give others is a currency. We live in the attention economy. The attention economy may be the most dominant economy of the economies that we're witnessing right now, especially in this quote unquote social media era. So whoever you feed attention to, right, that attention could be monetized. Okay. So they say that there's no such thing as bad publicity. In the year of 2021, people would say, yo, the conscious community had got bad publicity. I'll be like, no, they didn't. The conscious community got publicity. You cannot determine if it was bad or good. The conscious community just got publicity. People paid attention to something that they were not necessarily paying attention to. Nigga, checkmate. You know what I mean? You could draw something from that. You could draw something from that. With all of the attention that was paid to this community, was anything built though? With all of the attention that was paid to the community, did any buildings get erected? Did any stocks get purchased? Did any LLCs get erected? Did any startups get funded? You know what I'm talking about? Did you niggas buy land in the metaverse with all of the attention that y'all were garnering off of riding niggas' coattails? I would love to know. Because based off of what I see, I don't know if niggas cashed in on that. But there's no such thing as bad publicity. You know, there's no such thing as bad publicity. I know somebody who was considered to be a knuckle dragger, and they was like, yo, Red Pill, I just met them at the trap the other day, right? You know what I'm talking about? I was out there sweeping the yard. And they was like, yo, Red Pill, I didn't know nothing about this conscious shit, and I found your brother and you because I had got put on to consciousness because of the controversy of niggas in the community catching rape charges, right? That's how they found out that there was even a fucking community. They didn't even know that it existed. So they was like, boom, they went down a rabbit hole just from checking out No Light. And that took them to where they are now and whatnot, and they got blessed with some light. So they're like, yo, it started out as a bad thing, and it turned out to be a good thing. All right? That's how shit like that happens. You know what I'm talking about? Why does everybody want to call me when I'm on live? I don't understand. I don't know. But anyway, you know. So I say all of that to say, you know, I don't want to be redundant about things. I just want to give thanks. I just want to give honors. I just want to give praise to the calendar year of 2021. It has been very fucking good to me. You know what I'm talking about? 2021 has been very good to me. It has been an uplifting year. It has opened up my eyes. It helped. I found some healing in this year. I had a very tumultuous year in 2020, especially towards the ending of the year. You know what I mean? I've talked about this before on my show, my YouTube show. I went under what is called a psychic attack, right? By some witches and warlocks, but that's a whole nother story. You know, shit is real out here. Be careful, especially in Atlanta. Protect your motherfucking neck. You know what I mean? Because it's really up and it's stuck, and people are conjuring all kind of entities, right? There's a pursuit of power in this community right now. There's a pursuit of power. Now, I'm not telling that story right now. I'm not telling that story on the internet. You know what I mean? That's a story that I'll tell behind some closed doors, because what you can't wind up doing when you speak certain things, Even if you're exposing certain things, you're still giving power to certain things, especially on airways such as this. So what I don't do in the attention economy is give too much shit attention. You dig what I'm saying? Let's just say, fast forward, I got my, you know what I mean? I got my eyes open, but I'm saying all of that to say, and I gave people the fucking alley-oop. I told y'all, I gave you enough clues. I said, when you navigating through Atlanta and you fucking with any type of community, whether it's the spiritual community, the Hoteppers, you know what I mean, the Yorkies and whatnot, all of these communities, the Alegba, you know what I mean, all of that shit that's floating around, right? That you, if there's nothing, if there's anything going on, and there's not levels of motherfucking people have to answer to, like they have master teachers on top of a master teacher on top of a master teacher, and you niggas are just winging it. Oh nah, you might get lined up out here. You might get lined up out here. This is some different shit going on out here. Okay, I'm gonna just leave it at that. They lining people up for their for you know, on some spirit shit. They spirit cooking in these streets, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? They spirit cooking in these streets. Your sister fell victim. Oh man, condolences. You feel me? Condolences to your family and to you. Sisters, coming to Atlanta by yourselves, pursuing this this housewives, this freak elite type of lifestyle, this I'm chasing the bag, or I'm trying to tap into the spirits, or I listen to a lot of Atlanta music and I want to know what it's like out there. I mean, you should really think about making a decision like that. Anywhere, LA, Hollywood, this is the new Hollywood. This is Black Hollywood. What happens in Hollywood? There's all kind of things. I just got off of a Clubhouse with my good sister Lisa, and they're covering the Epstein, the what's her name? Ghislaine Maxwell. I don't know how to pronounce the first name, but that trial where a lot of things are being covered up because things are being revealed. So in Black Hollywood, it's a lot of shit going on out here. But Atlanta is a sex trafficking hub. Yeah, it goes down in the woods. Definitely. I'm trying to tell you. This is a sex trafficking, human trafficking hub. Right? This is a trafficking hub. You could get lined up real quick. Real quick. Move very wisely. When's out here, ladies, if you don't got no F's on your jacket, get the blickies. What does that mean? Yeah, Second Amendment. You know what I mean? Exercise it. Get your motherfucking weapons up, because you got to travel with the Roscoe in your purse when you move around these motherfucking streets, because niggas is doing, they carjacking, they snatching women's up, they slipping shit in your drink, they doing all kind of fuckery. They doing all kind of fuckery. So let's just move a little more wisely. I feel that our people are protected. There is a blanket of protection on a lot of our brothers and sisters who decide to do this work and whatnot. From the looks of it, it seems like a lot of our brothers and sisters are protected. But for the ones who wind up getting caught up, we have to basically send condolences to the family members and also pray that the spirits of whoever's being violated is going to be, you know, respected and not desecrated. You understand? And we could open up a way so the spirit at least could be rested. When I go on Stone Mountain, I feel I feel it. I could feel it. Stone Mountain is a quartz. It's not a mountain. It's a quartz. A lot of people think it's a mountain, but it's a quartz. Quartz absorb the energy. Go and research piezoelectricity and whatnot. The quartz absorb. It's the most quarried quartz in the world. Quarried mean that they blast the stone and they take it and they build the pillars that you see in courthouses and the stairs and whatnot. Stone Mountain is the most quarried quartz in the world. And the people that run Stone Mountain is the KKK, because they have the Confederacy, right? And I have to also find a new way to describe the quote unquote troops that they call the Confederacies, because last night on Black Magic, the brother Rod Hayes explained that the original Confederacy is us. Right? We are the original Confederates. We had groups of Indian tribes or Aboriginal indigenous tribes, and we were the Confederacy. Okay? The Iroquois Confederate, those are not the Confederates. So I don't even like to call them that. I would just say that the Satanists, right? The Satanists, right? Albert Pike, right? Yeah, Sun went all the way in on Black Magic. Rod Hayes, he bodied that shit. You know what I mean? Salute to the God. Salute to Blue Pillar. Salute to Father Rich. Salute to Rod Hayes. Salute to Akibalon. Salute to Chicago Crypto. Yo, salute to my good brother Ian. Salute to Earn Your Leisure. Salute to everybody that had a fucking bonkers ass year. Everybody that put up points this year in 2021. I'm y'all biggest fans. You know what I'm talking about? I be in the motherfucking bleachers rooting for you niggas. Because I already know, what's at stake. You know what I mean? And I already know the fact that the people are malnourished. Yes, Derek Grace, 19 Keys. I give credit where motherfucking credit is due. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody, RZA Islam, Ben X, everyone who put some motherfucking points up. You didn't have to even play the whole season, my nigga. Ross Ben, you didn't have to, Nadi, you didn't have to fucking play the whole season. Slice, the biggest crypto play ever. My nigga Slice, J Crypto. Wait till I hear their music too. You know what I'm talking about? Iggy. Right? Shout out to Dane Calloway. Yeah, Akibalon the Don. You feel me? The people who put points up this year, y'all have to be commemorated. We should even come up with some type of award. Why are we not rewarding each other? Why are we not awarding each other? Of course, Blue Pillar. You know what I mean? The 44 guard. You know what I mean? Chicago Crypto. I said KT, the motherfucking arch degree. Bully Carson. You know what I'm talking about? Because when the people were starving, Mama Pill, when the people were starving, who was feeding them? Okay? One thing that I do know is you can't feed a motherfucker a plate from 2019 and 2021. Bashir, the motherfucking God. You know what I'm talking about? Brother Panic completely melted Clubhouse last night. He melted Clubhouse last night. Supernova Slum. Yeah, Mama Pill been cooking. A.A. Rashid been cooking. You know? Oh yeah, this kid named Red Pill been cooking. You feel me? You know? Oh yeah, Pink Pill. Pink Pill kind of sat out 2021. She's coming back in 22. You know what I mean? She has a new sibling. So it's going to be Pink Pill and Baby Pill. They finna pull up on y'all. Let's keep that quiet. Queen of Four. She been cooking. Vicky fucking Dillard. You know what I mean? Taj Tariq Bey. Tariq Nasheed. Right? So we stand on stages, Kambada and Loaded Lux, Manifest Destiny, Legends. This stage that we standing on, we pushed the Pope right off the stage. You know what I'm talking about? We kicked the Pope off the stage. We on the global stage. We on the global stage. Okay? Lizzie Jeff, Candy Acid Rain. Yeah, you been cooking. I seen you. Aquarius Maximus. Right? Notice that I'm not slowing down on the names that I'm saying. I'm not slowing down on the names that I'm saying because everybody deserves their flowers. You feel me? Little fucking goddess. Dr. Aline Bay. You know what I mean? We stand on a global stage. We standing on a galactic stage. And each one of us represents damn near 100,000 to 1,000,000 people each. Yeah, Paige Flowers, I seen you, Paige. Voice of the Ancestors, I seen you, Voice. You feel me? There is no one fucking person. There is no one person. There is no one person. Dr. Phil Valentine, continuing. Yeah, shout out to Chase from Voice of the Ancestors. You've been cooking. There is no one person. It's a conglomerate. We are a pantheon. We are a pantheon. Yeah, Busset Life, Kwame Brown. He had me in a loop in the beginning of the year. I was tuned into Kwame Brown, Mama's Cooking religiously. Religiously. He was cooking. Okay? He was doing the damn thing. I got to give it to him. So, it's a pantheon. Yeah, Rod Hayes. It's a pantheon. You understand? King Simon, Ra Aku, right? A.A. Rashid and Ras Ben, whose names I had said. All of them been doing the damn thing. Richie Moon. Right? You said Tevin Samuels. Shout out to Tevin because he had got the conversation going. He been cooking too. He been cooking too. Destiny, you cooking. You did that hook. You know what I'm talking about? You about to go platinum. You know? Herb Alchemist. Yes, that's the sis right there. Her and Katira knows they been cooking. They been cooking. Yes, we did say RZA's name. RZA's in the kitchen. Judge Joe Brown. Judge Joe Brown in the kitchen like Ving Rhames on Baby Boy. You know what I'm talking about? He been cooking. You know? Yes, Shar Bates is cooking. You need Red Summer too? Oh, it's definitely coming. I mean, come on now. You know it's coming. I don't know if I want to release it in 2021. I might start off in 2022 with a fresh year and give it the energy of a new year. You know what I mean? But it's definitely coming. You know. You know we cooked up a classic. I don't even got to say anything. You know what I'm talking about? You know we cooked up the classic. Yeah, I think you got a 19 Keys album coming. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all heard the single Shaman, but Keys is snapping. Keys is fucking going crazy and whatnot. He's going crazy. I need him on the song. You dig? But I'm very proud of the community that I belong to. I'm extremely elated to be a part of. I'm honored to be mentioned among certain names and whatnot. You know, Professor Griff, without a doubt, definitely cooking. Black Magic 363, that platform was helping a lot of people keep their lights on. Niggas' waters almost got turned off. They try to turn all of our water off. I gave Dane Calloway some love. Don't do that. Dane Calloway get love. Yeah, shout out to Dane. He been cooking. This nigga said that Nat Turner was not real. That nigga, that's you in the kitchen with that right there, brother. This nigga said Harriet Tubman was made up. Like, I'm ready for that. And those who got exposed, they were meant to be exposed. Now it's all on your shoulders. You know, we got to figure out how to banish these niggas. You know? So the names that I've mentioned that I'm giving, yeah, shout out to NLE Chopper. Shout out to Ye, you know what I mean? Nah, no love. Shout out to Ye, you know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Ye, you know what I mean? Shout out to all of the rappers who woke up. Oh, Raspy Rawls all day. It's my guy. Shout out to Raspy. Shout out to Mrs. Soleil. Shout out to Camila Kamat. Yeah. Shout out to the Drink Champs. You know, there's been a lot of people that have been doing their thing. And you know me, I sit back and I observe. I'm watching all of the time. I'm always watching. Like I'm part of the Watchmen. So I'm paying attention. So it was me watching. That's why I could say these names. You know, I could say Pharaoh said that. Not the other Pharaoh. Pharaoh said that. The OG from Chicago. You been cooking. Some niggas been cooking themselves, if you know what I'm talking about. Some niggas been putting themselves in a pot. But it is what it is. It is what it is. If you can't swim, you finna drown. You know? That's just the rules. That's just the rules. I didn't make up the rules. It is what it is. It's life, my niggas. You know what I mean? It's life. We all agreed to this shit when we came here. You need your OG Pam Grier goddess? Well, I'm going to be able to take care of some of those wants and needs because we've been cooking up something very special in regards to the conscious connections, which deals with the affairs of the heart. Okay? And what are the affairs of the heart? The affairs of the heart is answering some of the calls that I've been hearing coming out of the community or the network. It deals with people that are lonely. Some people are, you know, in need of a loved one. Some people are like, yo, I don't want to die without experiencing being with a woman who's smarter than me. Right? What's after Instagram? Oh, I'll talk to you about that in a minute. They like, I don't want to, you know, some women are like in their 60s and whatnot, and they're still looking for a man who can lead. Right? Some women live in certain states, and the only men that they see who are smart are on the internet because the men in their state are still living through their third and fourth childhood and they refuse to grow up. And these women are advancing on levels that they need a man to be able to catch up to, right? They're like, yo, I'm too advanced for these niggas because these are some knuckle draggers who want to eat pork and drink Henny and whatnot and watch sports and play video games. I'm trying to meditate. I'm trying to stretch. I'm trying to breathe. I want to go grounding and whatnot. I want to plant some fucking trees and some flowers and shit. You feel me? I want to talk about how we could shake the pillars of the Matrix and these niggas is rooting for motherfucking Russell Wilson. These sisters want to launch companies. They want to feel safe. They want some niggas that'll protect them, that'll pull their pants up and stand like a fucking man and let them and speak life into them and let them know you could do anything that you motherfucking want to do. And I will knock something down to make sure of that. That part, you know what I mean? Point them out, we gonna knock them down like bowling pins. You feel me? They want that type of confidence coming from you. That's all they ask for. You know what I'm talking about? That's all they, you know, show them the blicky, show them all three of them, and let them know, look, I got the extendo with the 100 shots. You know what I'm talking about? And here's another one with 100 shots. And if anybody crosses this motherfucking line, you know, they gonna get the 100 shots. You feel me? That's what it is. That's how it's going down. I'm ready to go to war. because it's a fucking war going on outside. How dare you niggas come into this bitch like this is the double Dutch competition when these niggas came with choppers and hammers and machetes and they at war and we up in this bitch playing fucking Skelly and whatnot. That's not how it works. You know what I mean? Business is war. Black women are the head of black businesses right now. They're the ones that are popping up and popping out. And they got some popping ass products and they need our support and they need our protection. You understand? They need that. Why don't you niggas put a suit on and just, follow them into these business meetings and just sit there? Don't even have to say nothing. Just be as intimidating. You niggas with your face tats. You know what I mean? Put on a black suit. Don't say a word. Let your beard grow all gruffy and whatnot. Beard gang with your face tats. And just sit there and just be the silent partner. You know what I mean? And these Peckerwoods will give the sister whatever the fuck she asks for. That's how that works. That's how that works. You niggas need to take your uncouth looking selves and put that to work. Turn that into some money and whatnot. Yeah, the queens is handling business. They are restoring themselves back on the motherfucking throne. You know what I'm talking about? They're restoring themselves back on the throne. Because when we had this shit laid out before, the men made agreements and aligned themselves with the Europeans to break up the tribes and the clans and the motherfucking confederacy that was on the America land. It was the women that was running shit, okay? It was the women. It was the women was the head of the clans. Those were the dragons and whatnot. And it was the men that crossed them. You understand? You niggas made treaties with these Europeans and you crossed your mamas and whatnot. And now they trying to get their shit together and get back in power. And we need to get behind them and we need to stand beside them and let them fucking do what the fuck they need to do. But that's not going to happen until we begin to address. When I pull up with Conscious Connections, y'all niggas think this is just a dating site where you could get some quick fucking, where you could get some galactical yoni and whatnot. And that's not what I'm doing. I'm building up a platform that's going to address parts of our hearts that have been long neglected that we're not even addressing. I'm dealing with healing first. We're not even going to talk about dating until we deal with healing. So if you're not ready for that uncomfortable conversation, it's only uncomfortable if you're not ready. You know what I'm talking about? It's only uncomfortable if you're not ready. It's wild comfortable. The shit is a seedy pastapedic if you're ready to fucking lay down in that motherfucking, on that bed of thorns. You know? There's a lot of abuse in our community. There's a lot of, there's been a lot. There's been a lot. There's a lot of people hurting. There's a lot of people hurting. There's a lot of healing that has to take place. There was a lot of abuse. There was a lot of pedophilia. There was a lot of, torture. There was a lot of all kind of fuckery that has taken place during the crack era. Before that, the quote unquote PTSD of some of our elders, grandparents, aunties and uncles, you understand, who themselves have been abused and turned around and abused the children. And now the children are dealing with that. We got to talk about that. We have to sit down and we have to try to heal from that. Because to be honest with you, I could do a dating site and be like, oh, you like nose rings? You know what I'm saying? Oh, you like niggas that could hold, that could do yoga and whatnot. All right, I'm going to hook y'all up. And that's not how this shit works. It ain't how it works. There's a lot more that goes into it. There's like layers and layers of shit before we decide that, all right, this is going to be my business partner or this is going to be my lifetime partner, because those two things are completely opposites. You know? Those two things are almost complete opposites. So we're not doing shallow attraction. Yes, thank you, Miss Janae. We're not going to focus on shallow attraction. There's so many apps like Tinder, swipe left if you want to beat, you know what I mean? All of that stupid shit, Grindr, Tinder, all of that stupid shit that people, Plenty of Fish, you know what I mean? Y'all could have that. And no, that's what it is. It's going to that's dealing with flesh. That's dealing with flesh. This is more of a spiritual type of thing. This is more of a spiritual type of thing. Okay? This is more of a spiritual type of thing. We need to get our spirits right. You feel me? We need to get our spirits right. So I'm excited about that. That's going to roll. I'm going to roll that out in 2022. Like I said, for December, it's really not that much going on towards the end of the year. I'm going to be tapping into a ceremony in Tennessee for the solstice. On the 30th, I'm doing a lecture. I do a lecture every year. It's the same way like Uncle Murder do the roundup of everything at the end of the year. I do a roundup of all of the events that have taken place as a year recap. So I'm going to be doing a year recap for 21 Savage, hashtag 21 Savage. I'm talking about everything and everybody. You know what I'm talking about? I'm pointing out all of the fuckery, all of the shuckery, all of the cluckery, all of the cluckery, and everything else that took place this year. And we're going to make sense of it. Matrix Revolutions come out next week. Me and Blue Pill, we are going to take full advantage of that. Pay attention. We're going to be doing a little bit of campaigning. It might be an NFT rolling out. Who knows? You know what I mean? Stay tuned and whatnot. But we're going to, we're going to ride that wave. You already know that. We're going to ride that wave. We're going to end out 2021 with Matrix Revelations. I think the movie is going to be hot garbage. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. We got Sophia Stewart on Clubhouse next week. We're going to talk to Mama. I believe she'll be there on the 22nd. You feel me? The day after the movie comes out, we're going to talk to Sophia Stewart. We're going to get into it. But yeah, for the most part, that's where we at. That's where we at. You know what I mean? Music is coming very soon. I'm going to drop probably like 4 songs before the end of 2021 just to hold the people out. And, in the beginning on the top of 2022, we'll put the album out. And then we have another surprise that's right after that. So the slogan for Matrix 4 is return to the source. Yes. And that's what 2021 is showing us. It is time to return to the source. Some of us are getting pushed out of our jobs, pushed out of your homes, pushed out of the states that you live in, pushed off of the grid. Why? Because ancestors, spirit, Mama Nature, Mother Nature, Mama, all of that is showing you that it's time to get out of what you thought was your comfort zone to take some of the quote unquote fiat, right? Or what you thought was wealth or what you thought was the riches or the treasure, transfer that into real treasures, gold, silver, you know what I mean? Precious metals and precious stones, things like that. And it's time to kind of shift things a little bit because this paradigm that we were all comfortable with is over with. It's over with. We have to ceremoniously say goodbye to this bitch and work on something new. Okay? We got to work on something new because many of us are going through the trauma, because many of us have not healed, because many of us are still living in fear. We're not necessarily giving it our all. We're somewhat on the fence when it comes to community or building a new village or relocating and being around these niggas. I don't know about that. And I'm totally in alignment with that. Henceforth, why I said earlier that we're going to be dealing with healing, exposure of some of our shadows and whatnot. And we're going to work on working with each other and working on each other before we ever even say, yo, come off the grid with me. You know what I mean? Come to an island with me. You know what I mean? Come on this land with me where there's no Wi-Fi. We're not going to do that. And I don't encourage nobody to fall into no traps and follow anybody that's talking some shit like that unless they show you. Tell them to take a picture of their aura in front of an aura camera first, right? I could show you my picture. You dig what I'm saying? I could show you because the men lie, women lie, aura cameras don't. I could show you that I'm all purple, right? There's no cap in my rap. I'll show you the all purple picture. You feel me? I can show you that. Okay? So before y'all run off with Nature Boy and shit like that, or y'all, you sell off all of your fucking your heirlooms to go live in the rainforest where niggas is doing hape, do a little bit of fucking research. You know what I mean? Go within. Okay? Go within. Look for the red flags. You know what I'm talking about? Look for the red flags. You know? Because they be out here raping our people. Literally. Raping them. You know? They be out here pulling our people through all kind of shit. They throwing these queens up against the ropes and they doing them all kind of dirty all over the place. And like I said, I'm not the conscious police. But there needs to be some type of organization or some type of group of brothers that rise up out of the ashes of this community and start dealing with, laying down some motherfucking law. There's no penalty system. 2021 is the year of exposure, but it also exposed the fact that these niggas don't have a penalty system. Motherfuckers ain't ready to go out there and spank these niggas when they get out of line. And how could you ever have a community when you niggas don't have no way of enforcing no rules and you motherfuckers don't have no way of enforcing your motherfucking hand? You know what I mean? It's who could get loudest on the internet. And we know that that's not where it's at. You know what I'm talking about? We know that don't mean nothing. Who could type the most? Who could hit the keyboard the hardest? You know what I mean? Who could say the most threatening thing behind a camera? That's the extent of penalties that you niggas have on the internet. I'm going to expose you. And what does that mean? I'm going to get more followers. Go ahead. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, get to exposing. I'll send you a picture, nigga, for the cover. Go ahead. Do it. You know what I mean? I'm going to be lit. So people don't even know how to deal with conflicts these days. They don't even know how to lay down penalties. You feel me? They don't even know how to shut down the viruses in this community. They don't know how to clean the viruses up. So we collectively got to figure things out going into 2022, because like I said, if anybody wants to utter the word community, village, or off the grid, you have to first qualify to be trustworthy, you know what I mean, before you even have people following you with your motherfucking flute and whatnot. Because, it's too many Pied Pipers out here. Too many Pied Pipers out here that's leading our people completely into dungeons and shit. You know what I'm talking about? They got these little Hotep chicks tied up in dungeons. They look emaciated. They look like they don't eat nothing but seaweed. You know how they got the seaweed flakes and whatnot? You know what I'm talking about? These niggas is feeding these chicks seaweed flakes. They look malnourished in these streets. How about that? How about that? Blink 3 times if you need help. That part. So now, going into 2022, we're faced with a whole new situation where the line has been drawn. We're exiting 2021 to go into 2022, and 2021 separated us, who are the unsullied, from people who we consider to be the ones who folded underneath the pressure of a campaign that was launched by celebrities, athletes, actors, the government, and everybody else that you trusted and whatnot. So now people are like, yo, because you didn't fall for the quote unquote okie doke and the Jabberwocky and whatnot, you can't be my friend, right? You can't come around. You feel me? You can't come around. So I'm like, okay, bye. All right, cool. You know what I mean? I'm out. So now you got pushed out of your family structure. You got pushed out of your friend circle. You no longer, remember, Sex and the City came back and they was missing one cast member. She didn't get the Jabberwocky probably. You know what I'm saying? That's what that represents. You know what I mean? When all of the crews reconvene, is gonna be a few missing there's gonna be some empty chairs. And that empty chair is gonna be your chair. Okay? Sex and the City is back with the fuckery and you're not there for it. You know what I'm talking about? So mentally, keep in mind, you have to be in a right place mentally, so you know that you caught the W and not the L. That's the key though. You have to be content within yourself to be like, yo, I just got dispossessed from my family. I just got excommunicated from the church. I just got fired and whatnot. I just got pushed out of the fucking circle of the sluts that I used to drink mimosas with. You know what I'm talking about? You have to know that you are the one who fucking won in that situation or in that equation. You cannot run around with the weight on the fucking back of your neck like you caught an L and you are the victim in this situation. No. You been was supposed to move away from them. You been was supposed to stop fucking with the family members who been covering for motherfuckers in your family that been doing you wrong for decades and whatnot. You been supposed to have cut them off. You been supposed to stop fucking with them toxic friends that's always trying to feed you pork chops, spiking your motherfucking, spiking your smoothie with Douce. Always trying to get you part of their agenda. You know what I mean? You've been supposed to stop fucking with them. You've been supposed to stop leaving little Heru over fucking Aunt Gertrude's house with the two elbows who smoke 3 packs of cigarettes a day. You know what I mean? And smokes fucking crack. You supposed to stop bringing her over there. You're supposed to stop bringing the young star seeds around your dysfunctional ass family who call you a motherfucking witch. Because you got waist beads. That part. So what happened though, in the midst of our people excommunicating us, we looked to a community that we was like, all right, well, fuck it. You know, I had got pushed out of my house. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? My husband, he don't want me to be around him because, you know, I didn't get the jab and whatnot, and he feels like I'm spreading. So I'm going to just go over here to the Hoteppers. You know what I'm talking about? They're going to take care of me. They're going to rub me down with shea butter. Let me see. Let me go on Google and say, you know, where's the pyramid near me? You know what I mean? You know, when you go on Google and you search for vegan food near me, let me see. Where's the temples near me? Where's the pyramids near me? You know, where's a fucking TP near me? And it comes to find out that when you got excommunicated and cut off from your familia, you ain't have nowhere to go. Cause this shit, it exists, you know what I mean, online. We going to a .com. We gonna spend time with niggas on YouTube. Where you going? You going to Polite House? You know what I'm talking about? Where you headed? So at the same time where our people have supposed to have been preparing the table or preparing the house or preparing an institute or preparing something shelter-wise for the people to be like, this is not a hard decision. I'm finna pull up. We got land. We have an estate, some real estate, right? We have real estate. We have real land, but there is nowhere to be found. So where are the people now? The people are in limbo. We're going to end 2021 where the people are in a place of limbo. It's like a dark space where nothing exists. It's all black around them because they're still trying to be placed somewhere comfortable. You understand? And the only place is the metaverse where niggas is being told you could go to live. The new frontier is in fucking augmented and virtual reality, niggas. You understand? It's not even real. It's gonna be motherfuckers living in trap houses or abandoned houses like bandos and whatnot. Remember how the Moors used to squat in fucking in houses and shit, Airbnbs? And then they're gonna be kings in the metaverse, but there might be a nigga living underneath the subway station in New York City. So once again, like I said, people are stuck in limbo because they don't really have nowhere to go. I personally know people that got pushed out of the house and whatnot. I personally know people that had to pack it up. I personally know people that got fired and whatnot. I personally know people that are on the run with their children and whatnot. And then people is coming after them, trying to jab them and whatnot. I know people that got their children taken from them because they don't want to play the game. And these niggas are still playing games in this community, whatever's left of it. Right? They're not addressing the 800-pound gorilla in the room. These niggas are dancing around the issues and whatnot. And they're like, yo, it ain't my issue. It's too much. It's too heavy for my shoulders and whatnot. I'm not finna carry that. I'm comfortable over here selling these niggas G-Packs. So where is the solutions coming to fruition in the year of 2022 for families, individuals, couples, and groups of people who are like, yo, I just want to commit the rest of my days to living a lifestyle that I am fully comfortable with, that I know beyond a reasonable doubt is going to be conducive to the health, wealth, and knowledge of self of my child or my children. When? We don't have that much time. You know what I'm talking about? And as soon as I said that, the time started ticking and whatnot. And it reminded me that the time on this Instagram is limited. So I'm out of here. Love and light to the family. I shall pop up soon before the end of the year. Like I said, new moon, solstice next week. Tap in. Link is in the bio for the end of the year review that I'll be doing on Zoom. All right. Love and light to y'all. Peace.